Hi, I'm going to show you now how to configure and connect to your Office VPN. This is designed for Compumatik clients running Windows 8, but it should work for just about any VPN, and you can apply the same process to Windows 7. First thing you're going to need is a bunch of information that we should have sent you in an email. It'll contain the address that you're going to connect to for your VPN, your VPN username and password. We may tell you the type of VPN, although this may not be important, particularly on Windows 8. You won't need to know it. We'll also probably give you a share address. This is how to find your shared files from a computer that isn't already configured to do that. And we may provide you your Windows username and password as well. That will be to access the shared files once your VPN is connected. So you'll have an email like this. Make sure that you have the information handy, and let's get started. The first thing you're going to do is pull up your search charm. You can do that by moving your mouse to the top right corner of the screen and looking for this magnifying glass that pops up. You're going to search for VPN and click on Manage Virtual Private Networks. This will take you to this screen. I already have a VPN connection set up, but I'm going to add a new VPN connection. Now on Windows 8, this is going to be a full screen window, so you're going to need to know that information. It may be easier to have it on a second screen or to have printed it out or written it down. For VPN provider, you're going to select Microsoft. Connection name, you can name it whatever you want. I'm going to call ours Compumatik. Server name or address we will have given you. It might be an IP address like a bunch of numbers. It might be something else. In this case, I'm going to put one that doesn't work. It's an example, ouroffice.compumatik.com. We're going to sign in using username and password. I'm going to leave those blank for now, and I'm going to uncheck remember my sign-in info. That's for security purposes. You click save. It will set up your VPN, and you can see now that it's set up here. So I just created Compumatik. If you click on it, you can edit, but you shouldn't need to do that. That will take you to this screen, which you don't need. We're going to now go back to the desktop. We have my information again here. And if you now click on your internet access icon down here, it looks like this for the Wi-Fi. It'll be a square if you're connected with a wire. You click on that, it will bring up your networks pane. And now we created Compumatik that doesn't work. You'll have one called whatever your company name is, whatever you called it. You click on that and hit connect. It'll ask you for your username and password, which you did not save on the previous screen, hopefully. It might take a moment. And now you can see that I'm connected. Nothing has changed here. My internet will still work. You won't be able to see any difference with the internet running. But what you will have is access to your shared files once you set it up. You need to tell your computer where to find the shared files. The best way to do that, if you are on a computer that you'll use regularly, is to create a new shortcut on the desktop by right-clicking, going to New, and selecting Shortcut. Now, in our case, that share address is DC. Yours may be different. Put in whatever we told you. Make sure you're using the right slashes, so that's backslashes, not forward slash. You don't want to use that. Once you've entered it, next, put in a name, so I'm going to call it file share. You could call it work, whatever you want. And now there's a shortcut here. When I open it for the first time, it's going to ask me for my username and password. Now, if your username is different for your VPN or for your computer and for your Windows account at the office, you're going to click on Use Another Account. In your Windows username, in this case it's Leon, in your Windows password. I'm, again, not going to check Remember Credentials, because if my laptop gets lost, I don't want somebody else able to connect. And I'll hit OK. And now you can see that I have access to all of our shared files. Now, if you didn't want to create a shortcut because you were on somebody else's computer or a public computer, the other way to access those shared files is just to open up an Internet Explorer window, and in the address bar here, put in your address. That's all. You now have access to all your shared files. If you're running local software like an accounting package, it should have access to your databases. And when you're done, make sure you remember to disconnect from your VPN. That's all. If you have any questions, you can always call us. You can hit up our remote support section, and you can check our website at www.compumatik.com. Thanks.